Hi guys, it's been 3 years since we did our last video. So sorry. Damon already graduated from college.
I had a baby.
Hollis had a baby, who's 2 now. New kitchen, we moved.
Moved.
I moved.
I didn't go anywhere.
Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and share another recipe with you. This is another tradition that we do every Christmas Eve. In addition to our tamales, we serve Albondigas soup. Albondigas soup is a meatball and vegetable soup. It's got rice in it. It's very yummy, very healthy. We use lean ground beef with it.
Very easy to
meatball.
make. Very
easy to make. Don't talk over me.
Oh, gosh. Jeez Louise.
We're all about family. La familia.
La familia.
Is everything. So we decided to bring my brother-in-law, Alice's husband.
My husband.
His name's Frank, but we refer to him as Julio Childs when he's in the kitchen. So, Frank, come on in, Frank.
Woo!
Oh, hello! They refer to me as Julio just because I like to play. So we're going to give you guys the ingredients to what we're making, and I'll try to make this as fun as possible as we're doing it.
We may regret this later, but
Yeah,
we'll keep going for now.
it's gonna be fun. Okay, here we go. On the road.
Let us begin, shall we? We're going to do 2 pounds of extra lean ground beef.
Okay, extra lean ground beef. Let's add this right here.
Yeah, Margarita's going to dice that up
I'll chop up my fingers.
and keep all her fingers. It's one of the rules in culinary school to keep all your fingers when you go.
Here's 2.
Spanish says dos.
Dos.
For you non-Spanish speaking Americans, that's 2.
Okay, now what do we need?
Alright, and now we're going to do 1 1/3 cups of white rice.
Okay, so what we do is we add the 1/3 rice to the we're making the meatballs, by the way. So we're adding this to the meatballs. What else, Frank?
We're also going to do 1 medium to large onion. Chopped.
Okay, that's chopped.
Yeah.
So
You can see it's already pre-chopped.
we're gonna add maybe about 1/3 of that, or yeah, about 1/3 of it to the meatballs.
Okay.
Okay, what else?
2 huevos.
2
Spanish
eggs.
again. So 2 eggs.
2 eggs. There's 1. What else, Julio?
We're going to do 1 teaspoon of garlic. My favorite.
1 teaspoon of garlic.
Yes, ma'am.
1 teaspoon here. And garlic.
And that was diced garlic?
Diced, minced,
Okay.
chopped. Okay, 1 teaspoon. That's 1 teaspoon.
We're going to do 2 teaspoons of salt.
2 teaspoons of salt. 1. Again, we're making the meatballs.
And then 1 teaspoon of pepper.
1 teaspoon of pepper. Oh, Ruby, is that Ruby crying? 1 teaspoon of pepper, okay.
Yep.
Is that it?
And that is it. Fin.
Okay, so now we're gonna mix our meatballs, kind of on medium. Guess it'll help if you plug it in.
Makes a difference.
Makes a difference. Come on, Julio. Where's my assistant? Okay, we'll mix it on medium just to get all the ingredients mixed well. Okay, you don't have to mix it very long.
Doesn't that make you hungry? I know it does me.
Okay, so we're gonna form our meatballs about 1.5 inches to 2 inches. So just take a piece and roll it, and there's a meatball. And just keep doing that until all the meatballs are done. There's no more meat to create your meatballs.
That's a spicy meatball.
Julio, your accent changed. What happened?
I'm multicultural. It depends on what we're making. Meatballs, I go Italian. Desgraziane.
Now, what we're gonna do is cook the meatballs. Once the water comes to a boil, you're gonna cook the meatballs. Okay, Frank? Julio, I'm sorry, Julio. Will you open the lid, please? Don't burn yourself.
You remove the lid with your right hand.
And be careful not to splash because you don't want to burn yourself. There you go. So once you've placed your meatballs, you want to put the rest of your onions. So put the rest of the onions. Then we're going to add the leftover rice, which is 1 cup. I think we called for 1 1/3, so we put the 1/3 in with the meatballs. And now we're putting the 1 cup in with the soup. And we'll cover that and let that cook for 20 minutes. What should we do now, Frank?
I guess this is where I'm the entertainment. I do stuff. Dance monkey. I'm the monkey.
Any jokes?
Don't you know where I went to culinary school?
No. Oh
went
yeah, what culinary school did you go to, Frank?
I went to the culinary school of Latchkey Kids of Orange County, Santa Ana, California. This is when your parents leave you at home with merely potatoes, cereal, and some Twinkies.
Twinkies and albondigas. Gotta try that.
It's got a sweet taste.
Speaking of alternative ingredients, maybe you could try, if you didn't want to use beef, you could try using chicken and making chicken meatballs or
Turkey meatballs.
Brown rice maybe instead of white rice. Alice said couscous, but
Couscous.
No, not
I believe that was a different ingredient we said.
what was it?
Quinoa.
Quinoa? I don't know. Quinoa. I don't know if quinoa would work
You're not
out,
saying
but
it right. It's quinoa.
quinoa.
There you go.
Quinoa?
I don't know why you need to get taller. Short lady,
Quinoa.
stay short lady. Quinoa.
Quinoa?
Very good for you, good for your belly, digestion, everything.
Now what we're gonna do is add the
Starts with a P, ends with the eightos.
yes. Now what we're gonna do is add the potatoes, potato.
Mm-hmm. Two to
Into
three, two to three
how many?
medium ones.
Yep, perfect.
So,
Two.
so
we
we
used
did
2.
two. We diced it up into about 1-inch cubes. Again, slowly. Don't make it splash. You don't want to get burned.
And then we're gonna add the celery. You like celery?
I do when I eat it from your stuff, and that's about 4 stalks of celery.
We are gonna let it cook for about 10 minutes or so until the potatoes and the celery are fork tender. So you get a fork out. You know what the fork test is?
Okay.
Frank, what's the fork test?
You get the fork and you start forking around in your soup.
Okay, now if he did it, that would be a bad thing.
What are
If
you
it's
looking
fork tender,
Oh,
soft.
you want it to be soft.
You don't want to overcook it because you don't want mashed potatoes in your soup.
That makes sense.
So,
So you want it to be able to go in there and not fall apart.
exactly. Okay, so we did the fork test at 10 minutes and they were still not tender enough.
Too hard.
So we're gonna say 20 minutes.
Better.
20 minutes should be sufficient. I'd probably keep it at medium to medium high. Just keep an eye on it. So look how pretty it looks once it's been skimmed. It's very fragrant. It's very colorful. I went ahead and I chopped up some tomatoes and some cilantro. They don't need to be chopped fine. We're just gonna use them as a garnish at the end and they're gonna float to the top and look really pretty. Same thing with the cilantro. It's just a quick chop, nothing fancy. We're not taking leaves off the stems unless you want to. Okay, so now that the soup is done, we're gonna add the 2 final ingredients to finish our albondigas soup.
Just to make it pretty
Just to make it pretty, colors.
and flavor.
So we're gonna put our diced tomatoes and we're just gonna toss that in there.
Again, be careful. Don't burn yourself. Take it slow.
And then our cilantro on the top. I love cilantro, so for me, the more the better. You can limit how much you want to put in there? How much did we put in there, Frank?
The cilantro we put in
I think it's one bunch.
Yeah.
And tomatoes? How much? How many tomatoes? 3 tomatoes?
Yeah.
3 tomatoes. And then just give it a good stir. And you're good to go.
Yum.
Yummy. It's time to eat.
Okay, so that's our family tradition, and you should try it because it's really yummy. So maybe you can add it to your family traditions.
Julio would say, enjoy your meal!